So you understand that the Knicks haven't won since 1973.
Understand.
You sitting there talking about having a good time, laughing, smiling. They've been losing since 1973.
But if you ride with your team until they win, you got bragging rights.
I'm not saying you don't ride with them, but you got to call them out, JB Smooth.
I'm riding, baby.
You got to call them out.
I'm riding, though. I'm riding with them.
Well, this year the All-Star game is in New York, and he wants to be an All-Star before he sits down. No, we don't care. As great as Carmelo Anthony is, damn it, your team is 5-32. What you want to do? You're going to be 5-40 and walk out there as an All-Star? Nobody cares. Melo is too great for this.
Everything turned around from that moment. Everything.
You're driving me crazy right now. You're driving me. You're acting like I mean, you like you've inhaled and you had a Zen moment, and all of a sudden you're calm. I mean, how can you be this way, Spike? I'm trying to vibe with you right now, but I don't feel like you're even there for me right now. What is going on with you? I mean, this is how it is. You had a Zen moment. You spoke to Denzel. All right, a Zen moment, and then all of a sudden you all right? I mean, what is this? What is this? They gave up a triple-double to Joakim Noah, who is a center. That is the first time a center has had a triple-double since 1979. I mean, this is just some horrible stuff. Horrible. Skip, first of all, I want to applaud you and thank you for throwing out all of those names because, to be quite honest with you, I have forgotten who was on the Knicks roster. Skip Bayless. I forgot the Knicks had a game last night.
Call it whatever you want. If Kwame Brown ends up in this city wearing a New York Knicks uniform, actually allowed to parade the streets of New York as a member of one of the most storied franchises, I don't know what I will do.
Oh, man.
You go. You just start. You just goodbye, Shelby. Just goodbye.
Right.
Goodbye.
Have a nice night.
Brother, they bring Kwame Brown to this city. Kwame Brown. I don't know what I'll do. And by the way, ESPN, don't even try to get me to do anything with it. I'll quit first. I just cannot take. I can't take it. Just the thought of it makes me stutter.
I mean, every daggone time you turn around, it's something. Somebody can't defend. Somebody's missing defensive assignment. Somebody can't shoot. Somebody's got an attitude. Somebody's injured. The owner got an attitude. The owner don't want to get rid of the medical staff. Phil Jackson want him gone. I mean, Derek Fisher, maybe he can coach, maybe he can't. Every time you turn around, man, there's always something. There's always something with these damn Knicks.
All right, but wait a second.
It's just sickening, man.
Okay.
And what's up with this, Skip? These guys are supposed to be back a month ago, or you're supposed to be back for game 1. It's game 11. They still ain't back. Bunyani, he has some injury. They thought he was going to be gone for a week. It turned out to be months. Every time we turn around, man, it's something.
Okay.
It's like dudes don't want to show up to work. How in the hell did Phil Jackson not see this? This is unbelievable to me. And it's not his decision. Well, if that ain't Phil Jackson's decision, why are you there? Why are you there? What purpose do you serve? If you get paid $12 million to be an executive for a franchise that is beyond despicable at this point, and the guy that you gave $124 million to, we come to find out that this brother is more hurt than we thought, and you knew this and said it's his decision? I cannot believe this. So, I mean, listen, Phil Jackson does not get to walk away from this, man. He does not get to walk away from it. Fix it. Fix it. That is ridiculous. You don't even, Phil Jackson. If Phil Jackson can't tell Carmelo Anthony to sit the hell down, you ain't playing in an All-Star game. Okay? You're not playing days before the All-Star game. You can scratch that. If Phil Jackson can't do that, I'm Jim Dolan. Why the hell am I? Well, maybe, hold on, let me pause. Maybe James Dolan wanted Carmelo to be in it because he wanted a Knicks representative in the All-Star. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Fan.
James Dolan, Phil Jackson, is there a difference?
Hi, Knicks fan. He's upset. Meanwhile, Carmelo Anthony.
But that is not the reason. Carmelo Anthony is not on the bench because why be on this bench witnessing this atrocity firsthand? We didn't see this coming. This is worth Skip. How is it that you wait until Phil Jackson comes to have the worst record in the history of the franchise. The New York Knicks have never lost 60 or more games in a season until Phil comes. And Carmelo Anthony is supposed to be able to sit there. Come on, guys. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Yeah. For Langston Galloway and Lewis Edmondson. What, are you kidding me? Come on, man. You can't do this to people.
We gotta get out of here.
You can't do this to people. But the New York Knicks are such an abomination, such a travesty, such an absolute embarrassment. Why should he, a perennial all-star, okay, one of the greatest scoring machines of the modern day era, be subjected to having to witness this thing night in and night out, considering the way Phil Jackson has hoodwinked New York City and all of us New York Knicks fans, and by getting us to believe that this season somehow, some way was going to be respectable. The fact of the matter is the New York Knicks are horrible. It is that simple. They are a travesty. And if I'm Carmelo Anthony, I do not want to be seen. As a matter of fact, I want to make sure I don't put on a Knicks uniform until next season because it is that bad. It is so bad, it is difficult to watch the New York Knicks. It is difficult to talk about the New York Knicks. No matter of fact, it's difficult to love the game of basketball when you even think about the Knicks because they're so daggone sorry. This is horrible. So I don't knock Carmelo Anthony for not being on the bench one bit. As far as I'm concerned, I'm proud of him. I am proud of Carmelo Anthony because at least he showed up in Madison Square Garden because it is my job, Skip, and I can't even show up in Madison Square Garden. It's so bad, Skip Bayless. I have a difficult time not only driving by Madison Square Garden, I don't even go to the damn White Castle anymore a block away because the New York Knicks are a block away. They might contaminate the meat in White Castle. I mean, that's how bad the New York Knicks are right now. I'm so disgusted with what I have seen from them. I want to take this moment to applaud Carmelo Anthony, applaud him for even showing up to the Garden to work out. Even showing up to get treatment. Because as far as I'm concerned, they're so bad, they're like a damn virus. Who knows what could happen to him if he steps foot in the Garden again. They're that bad. They're that bad, Skip Bayless. They lucky he showed up. They're lucky he showed up. Just go ahead, y'all. Sorry, I got emotional.
Basketball, ladies and gents. The Knicks lost to the Celtics by 41 points yesterday. Stephen A., how do you explain that?
It's a damn disgrace. That's how I'm going to explain it. I mean, how are you this embarrassing if you're the New York Knicks? They should give people their money back for that performance yesterday, especially people who missed the football games to come and watch that atrocity that took place at Madison Square Garden. Talk about being unprepared. I don't know what on earth they were doing. Skip, they were down by 45 to a Boston Celtics squad without Paul Pierce, without KG, without Ray Allen, without Rondo, without Doc Rivers. Down 45 points. They should be ashamed to show themselves in New York City. It was one of the most terrific performances I have ever seen from my New York Knicks. And that's being kind, and that's saying a lot because we know how awful they have been this year. You know, then you got a president of basketball operations, Phil, coming in to save the day. But this is after the president at the time, Steve Mills, wasn't made available to the media before he got hired 9 months ago. And we never heard from him but one time, which was the first week he took the damn job. How embarrassing, how pathetic they were last night. 51 points in a quarter to these Los Angeles Lakers. No Dwight Howard because he's in Houston. No Steve Nash because he's injured. No Kobe Bryant because he's injured. I mean, are you kidding me? Steve Blake isn't even on the damn team anymore. I mean, and still you give up 51 points. No Pau Gasol. This is such a horrific performance of such astronomical and epic proportions. I would not have blamed Phil Jackson one bit if he had sat there and fired everybody, and fired the coaches, and then looked at the players and made them fly commercial to Sacramento. That's how bad they were. I mean, they don't even deserve a free flight. They should have to pay for it. It was that bad. I'm done. I can't take it anymore, man. It's just, how in God's name could you look that up? How do you lose by 31 points to these Lakers? They don't even deserve to have the Laker name, and they blew the Knicks out. Go ahead, Skip.
These Lakers.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
Stephen A., are you kidding? You're not going to go to a game this season?
No, I'm done. Season's almost over. I'm done. I'm done. For what? For what? Is Miami on the schedule?